Today is May 17th, 2023. Just 3 days until I leave for Indiana to start learning how to fly a plane. Well, I've already started learning, but until I'll actually be flying the plane to learn how to fly a plane. So I'm pretty excited about that. There's a few things that need to get done before I leave, and it is a little stressful because there are things I don't really have control over. And so it's very easy to just start ruminating on those things and, trying to make something happen and, just calling and searching and looking for answers and seeing if somehow that will speed things along, which that's not going to do anything. These are things that are out of my control, but it's still anxiety provoking. And I was thinking about this today, and at one point I was sitting outside and just thinking about it, and I realized if it's not in my control, I just need to let it go. Like, let whatever happens. God knows what he's doing. He's the one in control ultimately. So if something happens that I don't like, I just deal with it and move on, instead of sitting there and ruminating on the thing and focusing all my attention on that. There's probably other things I could be doing, other things I could be working on or figuring out and actually helping plan for my trip. So I think it's really important to just let go of those things that you can't change. I know there's like the serenity prayer. I'm trying to remember exactly how it goes. God, grant me the grace to change the things I'm able to change, to accept the things I cannot change, and the wisdom to know the difference. Something like that. I can't remember it word for word, but it's a good thing to think about. Like, focus your energy on the things that are within your control and let the chips fall. Like, don't worry about the other stuff, because it's just going to distract you. It's going to provoke anxiety, and it's not going to help you at all. And I thought about this as well because I was sitting there and I saw this like monarch butterfly land on some grass next to me. And I thought about how I could go and chase the butterfly and try and catch it, or get it to land on my finger or something. But if I chase it, it's just gonna fly away. The only chance that I would have of the butterfly actually coming and landing on my finger is if I just be still and let go. And of course it didn't come near me, but that's okay. Like, being okay with things like that. Little things and big things. Just being okay if something doesn't work out the way that you'd want it to. And being willing to accept whatever comes your way. I thought about this in terms of marriage and family for me. Like, I have this great desire to be married and to have kids. It's something I desire very greatly. Like, I really want that. And I thought about it, and I'm like, what would happen if I was just alone forever? Could I deal with that? Could I accept that? And that's a really tough question to wrestle with, because I do desire a family and all that comes with it. Like, that is a very strong desire within me. But I realized if I just chase that and put all my emphasis there and try and make it happen, ironically, that's probably going to prevent that from actually happening. The way I need to move forward is to say, you know what? I'm okay either way, whatever happens. If I'm single the rest of my life and that's what God has in store for me, then I have to accept that. And I don't want that to happen, but I also don't want my life to be ruined because I'm so focused on this other outcome and so attached to this other outcome that if it just doesn't work, if it doesn't happen, I don't want that to ruin my life. Like, I still want to live a good life regardless. And so being willing to just look that desire in the face and say, you know what? Okay, I'll surrender. Like, whatever happens, I can be okay with that. And again, my desire is still there, and I hope that works out, and I'll put in the work to search for a wife and to prepare myself to be a father and do all of that stuff. But it's really just a mindset thing, like being okay if that doesn't happen and still moving forward anyways. So I hope that's helpful. You can apply this to pretty much any situation. Just think about, okay, what's in my control, what's not, and just let go of those things that are out of your control. Move forward with what is in your control, but don't worry or get anxious about things that don't happen the way you plan them to happen, because rarely is that the case, that things go exactly as you plan them. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think you should have goals and everything, but that is a pretty rare thing, that things just happen exactly how you expect them to happen. Usually life throws in curveballs, and you just have to roll with it. So that's all I got for today. Peace.